Coming up on the Forum, they served their time. Now they're living their dream with the help of TCC's Culinary Arts program. Find out where members of a local senior center are putting their feet into good hands. Plus, the Norfolk FBI lauds one of our own for her important contributions to the community. Meet some of the people who make Norfolk a great place to live, work, and play on Human Services Forum, beginning right now. Hi, I'm Jan Callahan. Welcome to the Forum. The people you're about to meet have helped or have overcome many barriers to reach a significant milestone in their young lives. First and foremost, newly employed graduates of Tidewater Community College's Culinary Arts program. But not so long ago, the reality was quite different. So I'd like to welcome Lamecia Jones along with Dr. Leslie Boughton. Dr. Leslie Boughton's a coordinator and program developer for the Job Skills Training Program at TCC and the Norfolk campus. And Lamecia is a student who has just recently received her certification in culinary arts and is currently employed at Old Dominion University.
Yes.
Yes, and is learning all sorts of things as a supervisor. So we have good news to share. Sorry I stumbled through that. Welcome. Dr. Boughton, you be overseeing the programs for workforce development, essentially, and job skills training. Has grown over the years, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
It really has.
Yeah.
We started our pilot project in 1995 and in 96 at the Portsmouth campus when I was an undergraduate intern there from Norfolk State. And I developed a program that kind of addressed the students that were at risk, their needs, in a very comprehensive, holistic way. And personal issues I addressed with the students because, you know, the issues happen after 5 o'clock when they get out of school, on the weekends at 2 o'clock. And so I felt like we needed to address those issues, and they were just as important as their academic issues.
Okay, and let's fast forward to 2012, and Lamecia Jones, I had the privilege of meeting at a graduation ceremony in July, I believe it was.
August 14th.
Was it August? Boy,
yes.
How time flies. In mid-August, and it was wonderful, but it was graduating a couple dozen students in culinary arts. Among them was Lamecia and two of her classmates who came from a different background, and probably not, when they were there and when you were there, I don't know that you envisioned that was where you were going to be standing at that particular point in your life. But Lamecia had served some time, and if you wanted to talk a little bit about where you came from and where you are now.
Well, starting off, I was completely lost, you know, didn't know which way was up, you know. I wanted to make a change, and I had just recently came out of a situation that wasn't very good, and I was labeled as homeless and with my kids, and I went to the heart program. That's where I was referred from, and she was like that they didn't have anything for us at all. And so her main concern after that, you know, did I have someone to stay with? So I had someone to stay with, and her next concern was, you know, why wasn't I working? And, you know, I got kind of nervous and stuff, you know, because most people, when they ask, you know, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, why I'm not working. But I'm a felon, and so most places, as soon as they see that, you know, no matter what certifications you have or anything like that, they completely turn you away. So for the last, you know, 4 years, you know, I have not worked for anyone, you know. And she told me, she was like, well, you qualify for this program called the SNAP-ET program through social services. So I went to social services, and that same day that I went, it was just how the order of events. She was like, you know, you can go through this program, and I had already told my mom, you know, I wanted to make a change, and she was like, well, why don't you do what you love doing? You love to cook. And I was like, you know, I was already in school in TCC, but, you know, I had a lot of deaths and stuff. So they said that I couldn't come back that semester until, you know, I paid them and stuff. And with no job, that wasn't going to happen. And I get there, and at the time, my worker was Miss Tony. And she says, we have a culinary arts program. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And she was like, you can go through this program, but you have to be dedicated. And I said, I am. And she said, you got to go, because they right there that day, you know, they doing everything. And I went, I got orientation, I talked to everybody, got into the program, and it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Intense,
yes.
huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the most hardest part was actually living up and telling what you did and just being honest, and with being honest that there's people that's going to help you through it. And I'm proud to say that I made it through. I was one of the top people in my class. I got a Workforce Development Overachievers Award. No, and I'm working, and that's the best part about it. I'm working again, you know, amongst peers and stuff. And so it's a really good program.
Well, it is, and she's also close to tears, so I'm going to put you on the spot on this, but I know this is a very emotional thing for you, and you did it yourself, and that's what's so important. We have some pictures that would love to show you of the actual graduation ceremony, and also of two young ladies who are with, oh, boy, that's Mayor Paul Frame, who has, you can crane your neck, you can see the pictures, at one of the eateries. And if we move forward, you'll see this is the part of the graduation ceremony that was held at the Roper Center back in mid-August, and the culinary arts students. This is one of our graduates who could not be with us today, we're sorry to say, and Tiffany Williams. I think I know who that is. Oh, that's Lamicia. And she's receiving her certification. This is William Jones, who is also one of the participants through what we call the SNAP-ET program. And Sheila London is one of our employment services workers who is there with Tiffany at the ceremony. And this is Lamicia with her family, which I think tells you an awful lot about what is important in making you continue to move forward. And clearly, they are very proud of her. Is that your mother that's hugging you there?
Mother-in-law.
Okay, your mother-in-law who's giving you a hug there. So this was a great opportunity to show off, be proud, and know that there's a very good reason to be proud. I was very, very touched by everything I saw there, and I had never met you before, but here you are. So what you've accomplished is being felt not only by you, but by everybody whose lives you touch.
Right.
And you just think about that and just how much that can grow. That's an amazing accomplishment. So you're working now in a supervisory position, is that correct?
At ODU, Cafe Spice. It's Indian cuisines, you know.
You've learned a lot, huh?
Yes.
About Indian cuisine, certainly, but just also about that word and being in a different place in your head and how you feel about yourself and your role in the world is quite different from what you used to feel.
Right. I'm a role model, you know. A lot of my peers that I went to class with, and even in the CNA program that was there, call, stay in contact, and it's like once you go through that, you know, you're like a family for life. You all stick together, and that's what we've been doing to get each other through.
Great. So yes, that support from others who understand where you've come from, where you went, and where you're going.
Yes.
That's really, really important. You said you had seen yourself more as a victim when you were first, I think, at first you looked at yourself as that this is not something that I was responsible for, somebody else made you do it.
Right.
And this is in terms of the crime and what brought you into the system.
Right. It was shooting into an occupied dwelling, and the gun hit the floor and went off, but yet still the anger that, you know, that started it was, you know, at the time I was married and my husband put me through a lot, you know, being sick and, you know, a lot of cheating and stuff, and so that anger spiraled off, you know, from there and so forth. And the whole time I was saying, you know, well, he cheated it, he made me do this, he made me do that, until I had to, they did a mirror thing where, you know, you had to write everything. It was like looking in the mirror, you know, that he didn't make me do anything because I could have walked away. There were so many other choices, and they make you see that you had all these choices that you could have done and things that you could have did rather than do what you did to get in trouble. And I thank God, you know, that I didn't, you know, serve any time at all. You know, I just had, you know, 2 years probation, and then I was a felon, you know. And that was the haunting thing. Every time I heard it, you know, my stomach just cringed and stuff. Now I can hear it and say, okay, that doesn't define me. That's something that's in the past. This is who I am now. So that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing indeed. And Dr. Fountain, they're counting me down on time. I can't believe it, but I know that she, as a representative of a success through
many
your program,
success
it's got to be
stories.
quite a thrill for you. And the fact is that, you know, this is part of what you do.
And I can't believe they pay me to do this, to work with people like Ms. Jones. Yeah, she's one of many success stories. We have a partnership with Norfolk Department of Human Services, and we take their participants from their SNAP-ET program, who are ex-felons, and we bring them into our program. It's very intensive, 12 weeks, 35 to 40 hours a week, and then we work with employers in our community to get them interview and jobs. And I would just like to encourage all the employers out there in our community to give us a call, because our graduates are top notch. We have some employers that call us directly and say, hey, we need 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, and we work with those employers as well as the community agencies in the area, really to try to put a dent in on poverty, on, you know, to help prisoners re-enter into society and become contributing members.
Well, thank you. A great program, and part of our prisoner reentry program as well, which we'll get into at another time. Thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for sharing your story. Best of luck to you, Melissa. All right, well, what constitutes a great meal? Good food, good company, and a good location. Find out where local seniors can find that, as well as a terrific place to rest their feet when we come back.
This is so cool, Dad. Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
The senses and of taste and touch are tested in the most pleasant of ways at a center for seasoned citizens located in Norfolk. Lynn Berg is Executive Director of Prime Plus, Norfolk Senior Center, and she's here to fill us in on a couple of these items and other programs that are going on. One is that you have a chef, a new chef, and this.
Yes.
Okay, so the Senior Center has a chef, so that means he prepares meals that are really good for the people who come to the center.
Exactly, and it's fabulous news for us. We have had a meal program for some time. We always serve meals to the adult daycare population, the folks who are with us during the day so their families don't worry about them while they're working. And then we have the active adult program where we have people just like you and me who are having exercise classes and all kinds of other fun and don't want to go home in between classes. So rather than have them go out for lunch, we have lunch in.
All right.
And the lunch program is brought to us through the Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia. We get a lovely grant from them to help produce these meals, and we are now very excited that Michael Goldston has joined our staff as our new culinary expert. He's our nutrition coordinator. He's fabulous.
All right, so there are a lot of benefits to coming into the senior center, and good food and good nutrition is so important for all of us, and particularly in your later years when you may not be as attentive to your own needs.
Exactly.
Right.
And, you know, nutrition is really tied to a lot of other well-being, whether it's how you take your medications or how you're feeling that day, or even your mood, which we have a presentation that's coming up in October. It's called Food for Moods, and it is done by Dr. Shelley, who is one of our wonderful experts, and she's going to talk about the impacts of nutrition on how our brains work and some of our emotions.
All right, that sounds interesting. Well, let's go from the head and the mouth to the feet.
Okay.
And there's a program that you're also offering that involves the sense of touch. It involves a lot of things that maybe you don't think of off the top of your head. And what is it called?
It's the Best Foot Forward program, and we are working in partnership with Senior Feet, and we are providing foot care for seniors. You can get a manicure, a pedicure, a leg massage by wonderful people who are very attentive. And what we are doing by offering this program is allowing those who might not be able to put their foot back up onto their lap to do their toenails anymore just because age causes some lack of flexibility, or maybe those who really want to pamper themselves, the opportunity to come into the center and have professionals take care of their feet. And then if we find something that looks suspicious, if there's an issue of any kind, we work immediately to contact their primary care physician, get that looked at, and maybe get them to the podiatrist if they have one. But we want to make sure everyone stays mobile and stays on their feet, because that's the key to independence. We don't want anyone with a diabetic situation or a lack of sensitivity to not be aware of what's happening down there just because they can't see their feet or get them up where they can see it.
Okay. There's also another benefit to this whole idea of taking care of the feet, and that is just that whole sense of touch.
Yes, I agree. And one of the things that we found is that oftentimes that reward of having someone take care of you can often be a link to well-being in many, many facets.
Right. So from a social standpoint, people aren't sometimes touched as often or aren't around that sort of.
Well, if you come to the senior center, you know, we're very sensitive to all those things.
So and your feet are like number one. Huh?
Exactly right. And it's really been a real benefit, because what we've found is that people who already are coming to the center have the opportunity to do many things there rather than looking to go elsewhere. Right. So it's like a one-stop. They come in to take an art class, then they have lunch, then they get their feet done, and then they might have an afternoon musical memories class or a classic movies class. And all of these things just serve to help folks connect to one another, to build new networks, and to have a great time. I
noticed you mentioned the art class, and we have on the table here, you brought some little things along with you, and one is a painting, one is a carving,
yes.
And I'm sorry, I cannot see the other one. But
and the other one is an Oriental brush painting on a tile. And let me tell you that these are works from some of the students in some of our art classes. And we have Ann Traylor's painting, we have Pete DiPietro's puffin, and we have Rose Burrows, who's done a fabulous job on the Oriental brush horse.
Wow, wow.
And as you know, with all of these kinds of opportunities to take classes, many times folks don't get any recognition, so we offer these exhibitions to really showcase their talent.
Well, that's great, because everybody needs a little pat on the back and also some feedback on what they're doing. And
you bet.
People, and I understand that you really like that painting a lot.
I love that painting. That painting's going home with me.
All right. You also offer, along with the activities, you offer some sessions for information that may be pertinent for the age group that would come there.
And what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring in experts into the center that will offer information on topics that seniors have already requested. Now remember, seniors anyone over 50, so it's kind of a broad category.
Yeah.
But things that we're talking about are Social Security myths and facts. We're talking about Medicare Part D and helping people with that enrollment process. You can change your plan from October 15th through 17th all the way through December 7th.
Okay, this is the key time.
That's coming up, and you can come in and we can help you with that. We also have classes on balance and how to preserve your balance so that you can avoid risks of falling. And then we've built some other classes around the idea of wellness. We've added 2 new exercise courses. One is called Core on the Floor, And it's to help people to build their inner body strength, their core body strength, so that they can have better posture and better balance, better mobility. And another one is a restorative yoga class where on Fridays you can de-stress, and we sometimes say delaminate, while you relax all of your muscles and really put yourself back into that proper relaxed state for the weekend.
Oh gosh, well you just finished that off perfectly, didn't you?
Yeah.
Lots of
tried.
things, lots
Yeah.
of attractive things, and of course we put the number up on the screen, so give them a call and find out what else is being offered at Prime Plus Norfolk Senior Center, which is at 7300 Newport Avenue, right near Granby High School and
You're right.
Ward's Corner. Thanks, Lynn,
It's
for sharing the
wonderful
latest.
to be here. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And when we return, meet this year's winner of the FBI's Community Leadership Award. She began her work in the community over 7 years ago with the Virginia Gang Investigators Association. Fast forward to September 18th, 2012, when Norfolk Human Services employee Tressa Johnson became the local recipient of the FBI Director's Community Leadership Award. Well, lots taken place in 7 years, Tressa. We're pleased to welcome her to the show, learn more about what drives her to invest so much time in helping the youth in our community and others in the community at large. Tressa, you're an employee with the Department of Human Services, but what you do there is not outreach or social work.
No, ma'am. Actually, what I do is I write grants for our department, and I'm in the RP&E unit,
Which
and
is research planning and
evaluations.
Yeah, okay.
And actually, what I do to receive this award is outside of work.
Okay.
And the reason why I've been involved is the foundation actually, like you said, started 7 years ago. The Virginia Gang Investigators actually were good mentors for me. The president and vice president in particular, they helped me see a lot more than what I saw, and I get more involved with a lot of kids, doing after-school programs, that type of thing. I also have been involved with actually advocating and letting them know to think and believe in themselves, and that gangs are not a good answer. And so progressively, I also took the Norfolk Police Citizens Academy, and I graduated from there, and that was in 2010. And then I went on to apply for the FBI Citizens Academy, and I was denied initially, but I was the next one up, and somebody bowed out. So I actually went through that course, and that course was an 8-week-long process.
8 week long.
8 weeks long.
Wow.
And we actually went to Quantico, and we went to the headquarters, which was amazing. And then after that, and that was in 2011, I have just been practically attached to their analyst, their outreach analyst, who does a lot of outreach work outside of what I was doing, and it was a good match. And so as an alumni association member now, what I do is I go out and I do a lot of public speaking on behalf of our alumni. I've also written a grant that we won, which was on American Healing Racial Disparities, and it was a very good event. We held it in April. It had a lot of different cultures come in, and we actually get to integrate and talk, interactive panel, and that actually opened the door for so many other opportunities for us.
I bet.
We've had an opportunity to speak actually now about 5 times since April in regard to just that one program. I would say from January until yesterday, I've probably spoken about 18 times in this area in regards to bullying, cyberbullying, sex texting, gangs, that type of thing.
Very, very timely, very topical stuff for our youth today.
Yes, and parents.
And this is also to let you know that, Tressa is available to speak to groups, and
Yes.
is more than happy to do so. You've gotten a lot of practice, that's for sure.
Yes.
So what got you started, though? I mean, what made you want to do get involved in the first place?
Well, actually, to be involved more, it came from home. We've always gone to church and participated in activities, and I've always been conscious because my mother was a probation officer.
Okay.
And so in regard to that, going forward, in high school I did some things in the community, and when I went to college we did a lot of activities on campus, and I went to Hampton University. Okay. So going forward, you know, my work was at ODU initially, and that's where you have a great opportunity to see all kinds of kids and do all kinds of things with them. But then now that I've gotten older and moved into the city of Norfolk and worked with the city now for over 10 years, all of my programs have been community-based. And I love it, and I think it's wonderful, and there's so much more you can do. I kind of look at it like I'm paying it forward. Okay. You know, I actually believe that there is no child that's a throwaway. You know, our children are our future. And there's a joke that I tell that I really don't want to have 2 pit bulls escort me to my door to get my mail. So if I can do something to help now, to influence and to look at them from the perspective that they don't see and help them believe in themselves, that's an ace right there.
Right.
And in our communities, bringing our cultures together, because we have so many different cultures here. And see, ODU helped me with that. And so going forward and even writing that grant, that actually helped so much. And the Alumni Association for the FBI has really embraced that. It's a civil rights, it actually falls under that tier of civil rights, but it actually is more, because there's so many other things going on, and especially in times since 9/11. You know, we're very conscious and actually afraid, socially speaking, but there are some really good people here, and they really don't have a voice sometimes, and we need to give them the voice. So we have different town meetings, different trainings, seminars available in all the different cities. We've been as far as Franklin and Wakefield, all the way on the other side, just on the edge of Newport News.
Wow, so you get around. The FBI Citizens Academy you mentioned is, there is a number that you can call, although when you said you were denied, it wasn't because you weren't qualified, it's because there wasn't room.
Right.
So apparently it's a very popular program, but it's certainly worth checking into. So
Yes.
you may want to give them a call and find out more about it. You said it's an 8-week?
It's an 8-week-long program. You can go on the website for the FBI in Norfolk, and the actual application is there.
Okay, great.
And you can apply online anytime.
And just keep at it if you don't get in the first time, because it's really helped you grow, and that's been a big contribution to the community.
And the finale to this, we found out yesterday that I will be going to D.C. in April.
Great.
And the actual director of the FBI will be presenting me with an actual award. You know, something to say, hey, we thank you for what you do.
And your family will be there too.
Yes.
Thank you. Congratulations, Tressa.
Thank you so much.
For all your work. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Well, we run out of time, so we hope to see you again next time. Take care. Bye.